What's up, you guys, and welcome to the official podcast of Damian Talks Education. So listen up. I am here to talk about all things education on my podcast. So get prepared for some realness and honesty of education as I walk you down through various of topics that's happening in the education world with some amazing guests, to sharing stories relating to education and so much more, because I got you covered with education. So join me on this journey of education with me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 3 of Damian Talks Education. Yes, you guys, I am back with another season of Damian Talks Education. Now, I know, I said this to myself. I didn't, fully announce it to all of you guys that Season 2 was supposed to be my last season. That's why, you guys, if you remember during, the last week of episodes, I did them all in 1 week because, as you guys know, I'm a workaholic. I like to, keep myself busy, and I was working on other things, and I was, basically like finished with this show here. But then, recently, lately, I've been, like, why do I want to end this show? Because I love this show here. I created the show here in the first place to where, I could talk with amazing people like I have one today, and, to talk about, what I'm passionate about, which is education. So I am back, you guys, for Season 3. This may be the last season. I don't know, but I will keep you guys updated because now because I have so many things on my plate, and I'm trying, to like lower it to I have small things, not have a big pile. So I'll keep you guys updated if this will be my last season or if I'm going to continue on after it. So, but let's get that out of the way. Let's not talk about me no more because I have an amazing guest on for Season 3. And as you guys know, and I said this back in Season 1, that every season that I will do on this show, he will be my first guest. And that has happened 3 seasons in a row now. So I am not going, actually I am, for the new listeners out there. This person right here, you guys, is one of the co-hosts and founder of Future Educators Talk, which that is an education podcast. He is also the host of his own show. It's about education. And you guys, there's many more about this person here, but let's get that out of the way. Let me finally, you guys, bring back on my favorite person that I just enjoy talking to on Future Educators Talk, Mr. Andrew Frett. So welcome back, Andrew, to Damian Talks Education. We love having you on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am back. 3 seasons in a row.
Yes.
First guest. Gee, I guess I'm special, huh? But no, so excited to be back for this season. Um, a lot has changed since your last since season 2. So I got some
Yeah.
some updates to tell you.
Yes, and we will get right into all of that there. So, um, before we get started here, I always like, to tell you this here. Then also we would be on Future Educators Talk. I'll be, telling our co-host this. How are you doing at this moment now?
I'm sorry, what?
How are you doing? How you know
I'm
how I like
doing
to do. Yeah.
fabulous. Fabulous. I'm, d- I'm, I'm, I'm doing fabulous. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm doing fabulous.
All right, so let's hop right into it here. So like you said, yes, some things have changed since you last was on, which was last season. So why don't you tell us what are the projects that you are currently working on at this moment? Because I know in a couple more months, one thing is about to return back. So why don't you touch base on what I am talking about, which will be in July to give you guys an update. So I'm gonna let you speak now.
So, July 15th will be the season 3 premiere of Let's About Education, um, which is going to be more topics than ever before, which is probably going to be like 20 or 25 episodes, because that's double of season 1 and 2. Also, like you mentioned it, something is returning. What Do We Learn is back for season 3. It was in season 1, but it will be back this season. Because the reason why it's coming back is because it will be a segment for Future Educators Talk uh, for season 7. So,
Right. And for my listeners, you guys, if you guys are confused, are confused of what he just said, in season 7, you guys, of Future Educators Talk, we're moving to a we are moving to a talk show format, to where we'll be, having, talking more about education, you guys, bringing on segments, and so much more, so much more. We got so much big plans for season 7. So that is what he's talking about, you guys, for the ones, who are a little confused, because I haven't really touched base, on here of that. So, continuing going, I just had to, tell my listeners that. So continue on, Andrew. And I'm glad that you're bringing that back. So continue on, Andrew. I know I keep talking. Continue on.
um, I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something. No, that's it. That's it.
So yeah, season 3 of Let's Fair About Education will premiere Thursday, July 15th, you guys. And it's if I could speak on today, you'll be something a little different for this season, because the past 2 seasons, well, I don't know, like in season 1, you was doing audio. And then like season 2, like some episodes you did video. But now season 3, you will be doing something totally different, which will be on an app, actually. Would you like to elaborate?
Yes, sir. So so season 1, been using Zoom.
Yeah,
For
actually,
the
yeah.
first season 2, no, for the first 2 seasons, um,
It was kind of like a mixture.
a mixture
Yeah.
of both Zoom and not using Zoom. But for this season, we're not going to be using that anymore, because I will be using the Studio app. Yes, sir. That is something new this year. It is a live broadcast, straight live. And the great thing about it is, once you're done, you can download the file and start editing from there. So, instead of just and the great thing about it is, it lets you have it'll pick the guest co-host for you. um so if I was talking to myself, they will probably have to find a guest co-host, just to tune in and talk about topics that I discuss. So it's great. We tested out
Right.
today. It's great.
Yeah.
You get to customize your own avatar. It's just
Yeah, and the thing I like about it, I have noticed, as you're talking, the avatar, of what you create, it's moving. Like you're talking as well.
mhm,
I like that. That is that is like so neat right there. But
mhm.
yeah, something totally different, trying things new out. And you like you said, a live podcast. So you're going to be live doing your
Yep.
episodes. It's not going to be, like pre-recorded or none of that. You're going to be actually live. And if you make mistakes, well, it's okay. It's fine. So I'm very excited about season 3 of your show, Let's Forever Education, which will premiere, you guys, just in case you didn't catch it, Thursday, July 15th, you guys.
2021.
Yes.
Mark it
So,
down in your
mark,
calendars.
yes, mark that down
Already.
on your, yes, mark that down on your calendars, you guys. So let's move on to talk about my favorite thing. Well, our favorite thing, of course, which is, Future Educators Talk. Um, and right now, it is in its, I can't believe it. It is in its 5th season.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And in a couple more months, we are about to celebrate our 2nd anniversary. That is like mind blown to me. Mind blown. We have almost been doing this podcast for like 2 years. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like 2 years because, like, and I believe I talk with you guys here, it feels like, I have known you guys like forever. Ever before, since, ever since Future Educators Call, ever since Future Educators Talk existed, I have feel like I know you guys since forever. But why don't we talk about the future plans that all of us are currently working on for that podcast there? I know that starting in season 6, we're going to be doing something totally different. So, would you care to elaborate on that? Because from the past like 2 seasons, well, back in season 1, season 2, we was doing, well, we're still on Anchor, okay? To let you guys know out there, we've been doing our podcast on Anchor since day 1, and we've been recording on there for, I believe, the past 2 seasons, I believe. And then somewhere like maybe in season 3 in the middle, we start doing, what we're doing now, the video podcast here. And we've been doing that ever since. But in season 6, we're going to do something totally different. So why don't you elaborate on that, which I am excited about.
So season 6 is going to be short.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that's like our shortest season ever, because as you guys know, we're planning for season 7. So yeah.
Season 6 will be we will be doing Instagram Live. Yeah. So it's kind of like basically my show with the stereo app. It's going to be Future Educators Talk with Instagram Live. Again, it's going to be the same thing with my show, except they don't have that cool avatar that lets you every time you speak.
No, it would just it would be how we're doing now, but in like rectangle, the however Instagram Live is, the rectangle. And now I have find out that you can go because you usually can go live up to 2 people, but now you could go live up to 4 people now. So like all of us, we could be on there together, which that is amazing there. That is amazing.
Was a lot different from a couple seasons ago, because
Right.
if y'all remember the technology issues that we had,
yeah, it wasn't dealing with us that particular day. It's just like no. So yeah. So
we'll see if this works. Because if not,
oh, it
then
will. Oh, it will. Oh, it will work. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't done a IG live in so long. So hopefully it will work. And with all 4 of us on there together, because I have, seen other people, on with 4 people or 3, and it had worked perfectly for them. But who knows if it's going to work on Future Educators Talk? We'll see. We'll see. Um,
Problems. We'll
yeah,
say what happens.
yeah. So, and also, right after season 7 will premiere and the talk show format.
September.
I am so very excited about that. I really am. It's a long way from now, but I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for that to happen. Um, it's going to be amazing. We're going to be reaching, even more people um, of listening to us because, like I was playing with you, who thought in the world they would be listening to us after this long? Because now we're in our 5th season and we must be doing something amazing if people are still connecting with us and listening to what we have to say. We must be doing something right. Because I thought right after we have recorded probably 2 or 3 episodes of the first season, I thought, no, it's over with. It's over because nobody's not going to listen to what we have to say because we're not educators. So what in the world do they have to say? They're not educators yet. They have no idea what they're talking about. But you guys, we have, and like I said, we have experience. We experienced all of it. We were students. We were students sitting in a
Yeah.
classroom, and we've
Yes.
seen it all. We've
Yes.
seen it all. And we are sharing it on our podcast of what we have seen correctly and wrong
Yes.
and what needs to be fixed. So,
Yes.
you guys, we do have some experience. If you guys still feels like they don't know what they're talking about, they just talk about whatever. You guys, we do have some experience. So I'm glad that they really be listening to us, be really connecting with us and hearing what we have to say. And they be telling us every time a guest comes onto our show, keep up the good work. You guys are doing amazing. I cannot wait for what you guys will do in the near future. I like that so much. It makes me so proud. Like they really listen to the words that I have to say.
Right.
I'm just so honored. And also, we brought on KJ and Coach Darnell to the show to bring their perspective on education, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to see where it will go into the near future with Future Educators Talk. I know we'll be doing a talk show format, but later on down the road, I just can't wait to expand it even more. So I'm gonna let you speak on Future Educators Talk because this is your idea in the first place. You are the founder, the one who created, and you brought us along the ride with us, and it's still continuing on because of you. So how does this make you feel? I don't believe I ever asked you that. Like, how does this make you feel of the many success that this podcast has brought, and you have 3 amazing co-hosts alongside with you on this journey? How does that make you feel?
To be honest, I didn't think we're gonna make it this far. I'm
True.
gonna just be
I'm
brutally
with
honest
you.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we was gonna be done with season 1
Right.
until we got renewed for a second season. I was like, okay, all right, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Season 2, it was like, yeah, I remember it was just
It,
us until
right.
season 3.
Right.
So yeah, it was. I mean, look who we now. We have come so far.
Yes.
Um, like I said, I do not believe that we was going to make it this far. Um, it's to be celebrating, you know, 2 years of the podcast
Yeah.
and celebrating our 100th episode. It's just like, wow, you know. So, I, uh, so I didn't really answer your question, but it kind of make me excited. It makes me um curious of what's going to happen in the near future.
Yes.
And the reason why I said that
Mm-hmm.
is because we do not know, like, again, we can't predict the future, right?
No, we
Um,
cannot.
but I would like to um I would like for this podcast to actually become a talk show. So you're
Yes.
like, what do you mean? Like, wait, what do you mean? Like, I'm talking about life. Like like our own studio. Like
Yes.
we're like, okay, um, that's what I'm talking about.
And that
Um, oh, go ahead.
no, I was about to say, and I keep saying this a lot is when we talk about this, that will happen. I want that, to happen. Um, and we will have to figure out, since we're going to be educators, we have to, figure around with our schedule. But that will happen. We will. Yes, you guys, what we're doing season 7 at talk show format, that's like the beginning stage of us. But we want a actual, like a studio to where we go in every day, have live studio audience, being there with us, have guests to come on. We want that feeling. We want that feeling. So that will happen, but continue on of what you were about to say before I cut you off.
And with that, we have to plan. Um, we have to plan what state it's going to be in. We
Yes.
have to plan because now remember, everybody, everybody's from different states. So like I'm from North Carolina. Hey y'all. He's from Tennessee. And then you have Coach Darnell from Florida, but he's about to move to Louisiana soon. And then you have KJ from Texas. So we have to find a state that is, I would say, kind of like in the middle, um, so that we can all just travel to that state and and go to that record that studio. And of course, we have to find a partnership. We have to find executive producers. We have to find producers. We have to find, and then we have to find like a network, like either CBS or Fox or ABC, to be on board to be on board with this. So it's a lot. It's a process that I hope it will come true in the near future. Because again, we all want this to happen.
Mm. Absolutely, absolutely. I cannot wait for that day to happen. I really cannot. So moving on from Future Educators Talk, let's talk about you for a moment because we talk about this on the season 5 premiere of Future Educators Talk, to where you share with your co-host that you are now a certified substitute teacher.
Yes, job.
So, yes. So how did that came all about? Share with my listeners. How did that all
How
came about?
like how? Um, First and foremost, so I saw a tweet by Wake County Public Schools.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was like, oh, we need substitute teachers, we need you. And I was like, what's funny is I retweeted it and I quote, and I said, coming soon to a classroom near you. So that was like a little, a little thing, right? Until, like at the time I didn't have enough money to, like, I was on a budget. Okay. I was on a budget. So I didn't have enough money um to pay for the course
Right.
because the course was online, so which was only $29. So like I had the money, but like I had to save money because I don't want people to think I'm broke.
Yeah.
I had the money, but I just need to save it because I had other bills to pay. Okay. My bills are going to get paid first. So um so I waited. And then in February, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take this course so that I can get this out of the way. My oh my. Just hours before we started recording for the season 5 premiere, y'all, when I completed that course, when I clicked submit, y'all, and then tell me to evaluate the course. It said, yes, sir, you are well, I'm not really certified. Let's get that clear. I'm not really certified because I didn't go to college, but I am a non-certified substitute teacher. So what that means is like I'm certified because of that certificate, because all you need is really that certificate and a high school diploma. I know there's some counties out there that, oh, you must have 48 college credit hours, or you must have a associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. No, 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 not with this school district. uh yes and no. They're like yes and no. With the no option, because you can take the course online, the substitute effective teacher training, and a high school diploma, and that's it. So right now, as we speak, I'm waiting for my supervisor to fill out the form, and then we'll see what happens after he submits that form to them. So,
All right. Now let's move on to, let's see what I want to get into. Let's talk about our other podcasts. Well, actually, we have 3 podcasts together. Um, we have Future Educators Talk.
yeah.
We have Across the State, and then we also have It's a Teacher's World, which I will get to. And then actually another thing, with the virtual, learning session that we do of helping students during this pandemic. So Across the State, we brought that back. We first started it back in 2020, at the beginning of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And then we only did about like 3 episodes, and then we just stopped doing that because we had other things, going on. And then that's when the pandemic, hit it, and then lots more. But we came back this year of doing more episodes of, really sharing our lives, with all of you guys, to get you guys the behind the scenes. If you follow us on Future Educators Talk, because you guys see us, as of right now, we all be, well, with me, I'm speaking on me because Andrew's not showing himself, which is fine. But with me, I always, get all dressed up and stuff, looking professional looking in my eye when we record episodes. But Across the State, it's just like a chill back kind of a thing with me. I don't have to be all professional looking. I can look however kind of way I'll look. Well, of course, I still get dressed up a little bit, but it's just like a chill. It's just like a chill back for me, to where like I don't have to, worry about, what I say because it's just basically my life that I'm sharing with all of you. And I don't have to be, all specific of what I'm saying. I could just, say whatever comes out. So we brought that back, and I'm glad that we brought it back of sharing because we are literally, you guys, and also a little bit off of Future Educators Talk, depending on the topic that we discuss. But on across the states, we are literally sharing our lives with you guys. Now we don't have to. It wasn't a choice for us,
Mm-mm.
but I feel that of what, and I share this on this podcast too, as a with Future Educators Talk. I share with you guys of what happened to me back in 2019, and I feel that um, if I had did that, if I had did that, how will people remember me by? Because my former classmates, they see me as this here. I'm a fun person to be around. I never talk. I'm very friendly around people. That. But then, if I had did that, how in the world would they think about me? Now, I explained this on Future Educators Talk, and like I said with my co-host, I am a new changed Damian in 2021. I don't give a crap what people have to say about me. I don't, because I have held it for so many years of what people have think about me because I was shy, I was this, I was that, and I kept that in. I was like, dang it, that people are talking about you. They're doing this behind your back. And one day I was like, I can't keep on doing this. I can't keep on doing this. So it's like, you know what? I can't hold all these grudges in because who cares what people think or say about you? That is their opinion. That it really is. You don't have to dwell on that. You got to keep moving forward. And that's what I am doing now. That is what I'm doing now. So if a former classmate comes up to me and tells me, I was this and that, whatever, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's what you thought of me, but here I am today. So I never talked with you back in high school, and you're now coming up to me talking about this. If they see me, as of right now, because I have so many things going on, podcasts and stuff, and they come up to me, it's like, wow, Damien, I never knew this about you, and they be giving me all the praise and stuff. And then back in school, they never acknowledge me, this and that. But all of a sudden, they see all the good things that I'm not trying to preach here. They see all the good things that are happening in my life. And then they want to try to come over here, try to get a little praise and celebration of that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Why in the world would you do that? Back in school, you never acknowledge me, you never want to talk to me, you never want to do this or whatever. Then all of a sudden you see me doing great things, and then you want to try to come over to my boat? That's not happening. That's not happening. So you get, and like I explained with you, Andrew, I'm going to head you out that door, and I'm going to slam that door right in your face because I don't got time with negative people like you in my circle. I'm sorry. Um, did you want did you want to add something there? I just had to let that out because like I told you, I'm a new changed Damian 2021. I am not holding back. And some people, my former friends, classmates, if they watch this, they're going to see a totally different Damian. I don't care. I don't care. I have held it for Andrew. I'm being honest. I have held it for so many years. And I got to let it go. I got to let this go. So did you want to add something along to that? I forgot what I had asked you before I went on to that, but did, did you wanted to add a little something?
Mm,
That's
no.
okay. Oh, I was talking about across the states before I went all into that. Um, and I forgot the question I was going to ask you off that. Um, okay, here's my question here. Um, will we be continuing on with across the state? after season 1 because we are currently in season 1 right now. So we will be continuing on with that podcast and sharing even more life stories. I heard you laughing over there, I believe.
um so tried it. Yeah, should. Yes, we will continue with season 2 of Across the State.
All right.
So
And yes, um, I do not know if I want to announce this on here or not. And I don't believe I text you this, but I never told you. I'm gonna go ahead and say because I don't know if I talk with you on this here or not, but you guys, I'm a list of things, you guys, that I, have on my plate that I am currently working on or that I will work on. So I have Future Educators Talk across the state. Damian Talks Education is a teacher's world. Virtual learning sessions. I'm a college student. I have a job. I had Race Talk with Damian Anderson. I had At Home with Damian Anderson. Those are 9 things, you guys, that I had on my plate. 9 things. And that's a lot. And that is a lot. And plus, you guys, I work myself to death. I never have no time to myself. So, yeah. And Andrew, yeah, yeah. So I hate to do this. I really hate to do this, but I'm going to keep on staying. I'm going to keep staying. What I'm trying to say here, I'm going to continue on with Future Educators Talk, you guys, because I did explain that when I feel that my time is up on that podcast, I'll let you guys know. But I will continue on that for many years to come. Now, with Damian Talks Education, like I explained earlier, I don't know just yet, but I will keep you guys updated. It's a teacher's world. We're just starting out that, and then I will come back to that in just a moment. For you guys who are wondering what is that, I will get to that in a minute. The virtual learning session, we will continue on doing that, helping students during this pandemic, because who knows when we'll be out of this, and our students, they desperately need our help. Race Talk with Damian Anderson, I ended that because that was only a limited time of talking about race. At Home with Damian Anderson, that was a IG live series. Then somehow it became a podcast. Then it went back to an IG series, but then I ended that. Now, with Across the State, Andrew just announced that we have been renewed for season 2. Now, I hate to do this. I really do. But I know Andrew will understand because he knows I like to work myself to death and he knows I need to take care of myself, which you guys, I am doing now. So for season 2 of Across the State, I will be leaving that podcast. Because as you guys know, the things I just listed, I have so many things. And I got to, balance some things out. I got to take some things off. So I feel like if I'm taking some things off of my list, that will truly, for me, of working on myself, because I cannot truly work on myself where I have these things that I have to do every second, every minute. And then plus I'm a college student, you guys. And then I have a job. I can't be dwelling on onto all the things I'm doing. And then plus I have to, deal with schoolwork and grades. And then I have to deal with my children at work. And then when I come back home, I have to, deal with, editing out episodes and doing this and doing that. I don't have no time to myself. And plus on weekends, I don't have time. I don't have time, literally. So I know Andrew will understand this, maybe, but I have to do this for me. Now, who knows if it's going to be renewed for season 3? I may return back. I may not. Or it may end after season 2. I don't know. But all I know is that I have to start taking some things that I truly love. I got to take it out. Because if I keep on doing the things that I am doing as of today, you guys, I'm going to literally drain myself to death to where I'll be back in that same state of mind that I was back in 2019. And I do not want to go back to that dark, dark place in my life to where I didn't acknowledge no one. I didn't acknowledge Andrew at that time. I didn't acknowledge, my family members, my friends, no one. I wanted to be all to myself. I didn't want to deal with people around me. Get away from me. I don't got time for you. And at some point, I literally wanted to hurt people because that's how bad I was. So, yeah. So hopefully, Andrew, you understand of why I have to do this. But like I said, I have to do this for me only. And I'm not doing this, for other people, but I have to do this for me. So hopefully you understand. Hopefully. Sorry, Andrew, I left you under the bus. And see, let me tell you guys, that is an example right there of what I'm talking about. You see, I had to leave our interview to take care of other things. So that is why I have to do this. I have to, you guys. I'm this is like a problem for me. I believe this is a problem. This is really. I have created this huge, big, whatever you want to call it for myself because I used to didn't be like this, you guys. Seriously, but all of a sudden, like right after I had came home from college back in 2019, things just started to change all of a sudden. And I wish that I could go back to that time that I was in to like fix something that I don't know because I hate of being in this mess that I'm in. I really do. I hate being in this because for me, you guys, I literally don't have like no control of myself here because as Andrew knows, he knows this. Right after I finish this, he knows I'm supposed to be, relaxing, take some time for myself. I will not be. I will be editing out this episode and editing out other episodes, working on other things, and then here it comes tomorrow, do the exact same thing, Saturday, so on, so on, so on. So I have to do this for me. So I'm gonna stop talking about me for a second because you guys are probably sick and tired of it. So let's move on to It's a Teacher's World. Now, you guys are probably wondering what in the world is It's a Teacher's World? Well, it is another education podcast of where me and Coach Danielle Jerome, who is the co-host, one of the co-hosts of Future Educators Talk, recreate that podcast to where we are spitting real facts about education and what needs to be fixed into our education system. We talk from all different types of topics. For our premiere episode, we discussed the Black Lives Matter. Then we also talk about being a Black man of God in education. We also talk about the LGBTQ community and so much more, you guys. So, yeah. And then recently, we added another co-host to that family there. and we are so very excited. And that co-host is the one and only Mr. Andrew Frett. So I know that he wanted to, spill the beans on this here, but you now can finally spill it on my show here if you will like to. Because I know, like, every time we meet, he always wants to talk about it, but I was like, no, it's not the right time. But I'm gonna let you have it, Andrew, of how does this make you feel being added on It's a Teacher's World? What does that mean for you? And just, it's incredible and amazing of what me and you, and also with KJ, Coach Darnell, what we are all doing together. So I'm gonna let you have it.
Well, basically, you kind of just explained it right there. Excited. Excited. Can't wait to talk about um, topics. To share my point of view on things. So looking forward to this, and let's bring it on.
Yes, let's bring it on. So I believe that is all of the things that I wanted to touch base with you about. Um, but if you, because you are my first guest, since back in season one, you're obviously family here on the show. So if there's anything that you want to share with me about, or do you have anything that you want to ask me, or how am I doing? What do you think of the progress that I am trying to do now at this moment in my life? Just what do you think of where is Damian Anderson in his life now in your eyes? Because I know where I see myself at once I try to balance everything out. But where do you see Damian Anderson in your eyes? How is he to you in your eyes?
Mm.
Oh dear. Once you do that, it's like, ugh. But go ahead. And Andrew, before you say it, tell it to me real. Be real with me. I know you always keep it real with me, but keep it real with me and my listeners because I would take it in seriously and I do listen. At first, I may like, Andrew, you don't know what you're talking about, but later down the road, I'll be like, Andrew does have a point here. So you go ahead and say whatever you have to say. I really will take this in, Andrew. Please just say what you have to say.
I feel like
Go ahead, Andrew. Seriously. You will not hurt my feelings. You will not.
I feel like you're gonna burn yourself out.
I believe that.
You're gonna go originally. You're gonna go back to what you was before, and again, I understand. You know, I always keep you busy. I understand you're a workaholic,
Yeah.
but there are some days where you just have to spend like just 2 days by yourself. Don't have to worry about anything. And my worry is that you're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna fall depressed. You're gonna fall in these thoughts that you had before. And I'm trying to steer you away from it, but it's like you keep like work, workaholic, work, busy, which I understand. But there are days, just take 2 days out of that week just to just to relax, go for a walk, jog, do something that will relax you. Do something.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you on that. And then another thing that I forgot to mention with you guys that, um, well, when this episode comes out, I have, already started this, but I am starting a challenge, and Andrew knows this. I am starting a challenge called Damian Gains Challenge, to where I am building muscles for myself, because this, for me, this will be like my me time of, jogging, running, doing these exercises, because this is mainly, I'm trying to, ignore, all the things that I have to do at that particular moment. I'm just, draining that all out, and then just, really focus on me here. That can set aside, this podcast can set aside the other things that can set aside for just a moment. And I really need to focus, on me. So I'm with you on that, Andrew. Really am. And yes, I am. Like he's, like I keep saying, you guys, I am trying. I am trying. Now I know you keep on, and then also when KJ talks to me, and also with Coach Nanelle, that you guys tell me that I need to do this. I need to do this, and I hate, and I'll talk with you and Coach O'Neill that on Future Educators Talk, that if I, because right now I am on break from that podcast. And, well, not at this moment, but once, the last episode of me premieres, that is my break time. But I feel that if I, because that is my, ugh, if I leave that, I feel like, and you guys talk to me about this, that I am letting you down, I am letting KJ down, I am letting Coach Donnell down, and I'm letting our listeners down, because I've been here for day one, and I've never been off unless I'm sick. And I feel like that you guys are really getting to know me more, better as a person, and also with our listeners. And I feel that if I leave for a certain amount of time, that it just won't be the same in my eyes. It just will not be the same, because you're missing one person. And I hate of doing that. But I know that is best for me. And I know that you guys support me of whatever decision that I make. Because, like we say, we are family, and we stick by each other, whichever decision that we make. And like I said earlier, I hate that I am in this state now. I really hate it. But I know that, and Coach Darnell really does, he really does speaking to me. We have these conversations that, and I also talk with you. At first, I blame God for allowing me to be in this position that I am. Like, why did he put me in this awful position to where I have to lose certain things that I enjoy doing? Like, why is he doing this to me? Why is he not doing this to other people? Like, why? And I questioned this, and I questioned this back then, not now, but I questioned this, like, why is he doing this to me? Because I never did nothing wrong to you. I'm a good person. I'm a nice, friendly person. And all of a sudden, you just laid this huge load on me. For what reason? What reason? What reason is behind it? Why are you doing this to me? And I questioned that. But I know that he does not make no mistakes. And I know that he will lead me through this. So I'm gonna just leave that there.
I'm gonna say, did you hear my my response?
Go ahead.
No, I said, did you hear my response?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boy Damian over here. Um, I flipped that. I said, oh no, sir. No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, you really did. You and Coach Donnell really did. And during that episode, as you guys, you are seeing my face expression like I did not want to hear what you guys are saying. And once I listened back to that episode, I really took it in because during that time, as you guys were speaking to me, I was like, no, 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 you guys don't understand. I know you guys really care about me. I understand, but you guys are just no. You're not in my shoes. You are not in my shoes. So how would you know of what's best for me? That is what I was thinking at that time, and I'm glad I didn't blurt it out, because if I blurted it out, then Coach Nell, he would have been on a whole. He'll have to go weigh in on that. But I'm gonna just leave that there. But I'll keep you guys updated also on Future Educators Talk as well of the progress with me. And they, my co-hosts, they will not let me go down. Okay, they will uplift me up to be the best version of me. So I'm gonna just leave that there, and that's all that I have for you. I'm really, gosh, I'm getting choked up here, but I would like to thank you, Andrew. Let me end this here before I get choked up here. I would like to thank you, Andrew, for coming back on to my show. I really do love having you on every season. I really do. So thank you. Thank you again.
Yes, it was a pleasure. As always.
Yes. Yes. So where can, and I know it will be down, in the description, but where can my listeners, um, and also my new listeners, where can they follow you on your social media platforms and also with your show as well?
So on my show, that's Frett About Education, you can follow on Twitter and on Instagram at Frett About Edu. That's Twitter and Instagram. On my personal page, hello, Twitter at Darren, that is DAREN_FRETT. That is on Twitter, and on my Instagram, it's Andrew Fred on Instagram. So um, make sure you, yep.
Yes. So you guys make sure you follow my good friend here on the good things that he is doing, you guys. And I would like to thank you guys for joining me for season 3 of Damian Talks Education. And yes, we are in. I just noticed this now, Andrew. We on our shows, we are in our 3rd season. I just now really noticed that. Well, yours, when this episode comes out, it will be a couple more months. But I just noticed that we are in our 3rd season of our show. That's like really amazing there to me. um, but thank
We
you
should have
guys.
we should have a Fred About EDU and Damian Talks About Education crossover.
Oh, that
Mm.
that
Just,
that.
just a
Wow.
second.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute, you guys. That is a great idea.
That's something in the works, see? Something,
Wow.
a project.
Wow. That would be very awesome, of bringing our shows together. That's in the works, you guys. Okay, that's in the
That's in the
works.
works.
That's in the
Well,
works. So
until then. Until then.
yes, you guys. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. With me, you guys, on this journey for the past 3 seasons now. I really do appreciate you guys. And you keep it going. You keep it going. Even, on my low days, you keep it going. So I just want to thank you all. And I will see you all very soon on Damian Talks Education. So until then, you guys, take care of yourself.